Welcome back to Tactical Air Rifleman. Today I'm going to be talking my tactical build for my Heckler and Koch 416 A5 air rifle. It's made by Umarex. It's a gas operated semi-automatic air rifle. It uses two CO2 12 gram gas canisters that go in here. The magazine is only for the gas. The actual ammunition, which is 4.5mm ball bearings, is top loaded. There's a reservoir at the top here. That's a slide that slides in and out, and it takes allegedly 100 ball bearings going. Now I haven't counted them myself, but you pour 100 ball bearings into that section, and then the magazine is below it, spring loaded. We move the spring to the rear, move the rifle up and down. There's a little hole between the reservoir and the magazine, and it drops in 37 ball bearings. Once they're all in, you just release the actual spring, and it's ready to fire. Normal cocking handle, normal safety. It's a single fire. It's only semi-automatic in the UK. In America, you can get fully automatic ones, but apparently not trusted with fully automatic rifles in the United Kingdom. So, taken from the back, stock. It's the 416 stock that you actually get with a live rifle. Fully adjustable. However, it doesn't come off, so you can't change the stock. What you see is what you get. It's okay. They stuck to the actual design of the live 416, so it's fine. So it's fully adjustable, so can't complain about that. Doesn't come with an actual fitting for a sling. There's a slot, so like I've done with some of my other rifles, I've got a strap. You can buy these anywhere. eBay do them, Amazon do them, AliExpress. You normally get two for about £8. You just thread them through the actual buckle and just chop the end off that you don't need. You don't want any excess flapping around, and just burn the ends like you do with paracord. So that's your sling attachment. You've got Picatinny rails at the front and underneath, and so I've done my usual front sling attachment that I like, that you'll see here. I like a low level one, so that costs me £8 on eBay, and again you can get those AliExpress about the same price, Amazon. What you will find with this particular weapon is, because of the magazine on the left hand side and because of the top loading for the ammunition, they cut away some of the Picatinny, so you're restricted on the left hand side of the weapon. There's only a short section of Picatinny, and up the top as well where you put any accessories. So moving underneath, to start with, pistol grip. The pistol grip cannot be changed. What you see is what you get. It's okay. What you have to bear in mind is this weapon is about 90% plastic. I think the barrel is rifle, the rest is polymer. But it feels okay, but I don't particularly like the pistol grip. I'd like to change it, but I could be kind of stuck with that. Same with the the magazine housing. You can't put a magwell on it. It won't take a magwell. I've tried a few. So what you see is what you get. If you're doing quick mag changes, this is polymer. I don't know if it will damage it, so you need to be careful when you're reloading. Sight, I've gone for an Umarex nanopoint sight. These have been around for a little while. They're based on a quite expensive American sight. I forget the name of it now. This is a red point, a red dot sight, the bog standard red dot. Where the red dot goes, you zero into your rifle. You can fire it open or both eyes open, and that's where the round actually lands. It's a good sight, and you've got an EBS at the top, an emergency battle sight. If you don't know what that is, you've got a rear front aperture. You just look through it, and so if the actual glass sight breaks, you can use the top to actually fire. What I should have said as well, this weapon does come with a rear and a front iron sight. They're not movable. But they're fine if you want to shoot it, but I would actually get a red dot sight. They're a lot better. You can fit other sights on here. I did first put a EOTech sight on here, but I thought I'd go a bit old school and go for a nanopoint. As I say, it will take any sights really, but there's an EOTech just to show you've seen those before. Moving forward, I'll talk about what's on the top here in a moment. Torch to the right. As my other rifles, I've gone for a copy of a Surefire tactical torch. Why have a torch on an air rifle? Well, why not? It's a bit of fun at the end of the day. I tried to base this on a special forces rifle, so you've got to have a torch. This particular model I got on eBay originally, I think £42, but I found a cheaper version since then on AliExpress for about £37. You can get them a lot cheaper. You can pick up a torch for £15, but not this particular model. And because I wanted it as a special forces model, that's the torch that they all seem to use, and it looks quite leery, so that's the one I've gone for. As I've said before, they come with a ridiculous remote switch and a length of wire with a bit of sticky tape that comes off back. Get rid of that, they're useless. The sticky doesn't last very long, and get an augmented switch. I'll talk about an augmented switch shortly. Move around the other side of the rifle. Now I've got a laser. This is an older laser. It's a tactical DBAI A2 PEQ15 Alpha. There's a mouthful for you. This came out first. This was the first tactical laser. This is obviously a copy. If you want to get a military grade one, it will cost you several £100s. This one cost me £70 on eBay. You can get them a lot cheaper. I didn't know it at the time. AliExpress do them. Lots of places do them. This is metal. Why do I want a laser on a rifle, on an air rifle? Because it's a bit of fun. At the end of the day, you can fire as many as whatever you like at tin cans, whatever in the garden. It's nice to actually take it up a level with a laser, so you can just flip it on. You don't have to look through the sight. Where the red dot or green dot goes, that's where the round goes in. Now they come with red or green dot. You can't have both. So when you order the device, either specify red or green dot. It does come with a torch as well that you can put on strobe, all operated by the switch. Allegedly, there's an IR torch on there as well. I don't know if that works. I don't have any night vision. I didn't buy it for that. But this is a metal one. They do plastic ones a lot cheaper as well. Do remember, as I've said before with lasers, it is a weapon. Don't point it in anyone's eyes. You will blind them. Moving up to the augmented switch. Now, to actually switch them, but you can switch them manually on and off from each device. However, get an augmented switch. I placed it on the top of the rifle because I didn't have any option on this side this time, because obviously the pickaninny rail's gone. You can get these all over the place. Got this one, I believe, on AliExpress for about £12. You can pay anything from £8 up to about £70. This is obviously a Chinese copy. And when you get it, remember to have the right fitting. They all seem to have the same fittings, geometric fitting. However, make sure you get the right ones. That is fitting for the laser, that's your fitting for your torch. So they all seem to be the same. However, make sure when you order it, because you can get one that has two torch fittings and one with two laser fittings. Moving forward, silencer, suppressor. Now on this rifle, you can't remove the muzzle brake or muzzle. It's permanently attached, which was annoying. I mean, it's got a fairly decent muzzle brake flash illuminator on it, but with a special forces rifle, I wanted to put a suppressor. So I bought this bog standard one, aluminium. I think I bought it off eBay for about £15. Because it doesn't screw on and off, I actually just fitted a tube inside it. And that actually was a tent peg, not a tent peg, a tent pole that I cut down, put a bit of black liquor tape inside, and that fits perfectly fine over the end of the rifle. Stays there, doesn't move. I fired it, and it works fine. Moving on to the magazine. As per my other mags, I like a rubber mag sleeve. Now you can't get, this is a smaller magazine to your AR15s, so they don't actually do one this side. So all I did was got a normal mag sleeve and cut it down. It's rubber, get a sharp knife or some scissors, and that works perfectly fine. Why use a mag sleeve? Well, these magazines are quite expensive. These are £54, and you're going to buy two because you don't want just one if a magazine fed weapon. You want to do reloads, so it protects it if it drops it. It's also easy to hold, and it looks quite smart. As I've said before, I first bought one of these mag sleeve on eBay. It was £14. I then found them a lot cheaper on AliExpress, where you can get them for £3 a hit. So you can fill your boots there. So there we have it. That's my 416. Any questions, feel free to ask. I hope you find that useful. Thank you. I'll be talking to you again soon.